What's going on, y'all? This is Pure Hoops here. And today I'm just going to be doing a quick video about two teams that I really have been wanting to talk about for a few days. Um, just kind of want to talk about how they've both been really disappointing to start the season. And they had, everybody had pretty high expectations for both these teams. Um, but I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to start with the Hawks. I'll talk about the Hawks and the Magic. Obviously, I think most people understand that they're really disappointing this season. Yeah, I just want to start. I'm going to start with the Hawks. So, if you look at offensive rating, as the Hawks are supposed to be like a really good offensive team. When you have Trae Young as your engine, and you know he's really a defensive liability. Um, so you want, as a team that has Trae Young running the whole offense, you kind of need to have a very efficient offense, um, to make up for him not being being a really bad defender. And even though they have surrounded him with so much defense, him being such a terrible defender still impacts that team so much. So you need to be able to be really consistent on the offensive side of the ball. Um, and it hasn't been good this season. So if you look at the defensive rating so far into the season, I know it's only like 4 or 5 games in, but I still think this is really telling. And just it kind of shows how they are probably not going to be too good for the whole season. But yeah, so if you look, they're 22 in offensive rating to start the season. That's really, really bad. You're below teams like, you're below the Pistons, who started off very slow. You're below the Nets. You're below the Raptors for offensive rating. I mean, that's really, really bad. Um, yeah, I mean, there's no real excuse for it. And then defensive rating, you should be able to be one of the better offense or defensive teams in the league too, and you're 22 in defense too. So you're like overall one of the worst teams in the league, like in general. You really aren't good at much at all. Like, I just it just looks really, really bad to me. You know what I mean? It's just like when you have a player like Trae Young, you want to be able to you have to be at least good at one side. You know what I mean? Like, you should be a really good offensive team with all the weapons that they have on their team. You have so many different options, and you have who's supposed to be an all-star level point guard. There's no real reason for them to really there's no real reason for them to struggle as much as they do on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, even when you watch their games, Trae Young just doesn't really look like a player that's going to be like super efficient. Like, obviously he is inefficient. He's one of the least efficient scorers in the NBA. And to me that's crazy, especially like I didn't really think it was that big of a deal that he was super inefficient for the last like 2-3 seasons because he had relatively bad rosters around him. But coming into this season, he's just been terrible. And as a like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he should never be as bad as he has been. Like, he's supposed to be an all-star level player, all-star level like point guard. He's still been a really good playmaker, but I don't understand why he just is incapable of scoring efficiently. Like, I know they don't have the craziest spacing, but like, if he would just if he just would do anything on offense if he doesn't have the ball, he's just spotting up at like almost like the logo. It's kind of like how Luka does, but Luka's so much better than Trae Young. So it's like, and Luka's gonna get his buckets no matter what. Trae Young will have the ball and try to score, and he just can't half the time. And then when he doesn't have the ball, He's spotting up at the logo. So there's really no real offense. There's not really consistent offense provided from Trae Young at all. And that's that's really bad. I mean, if you look at their stats, I think, yeah. So per game, Trae Young has been, he's been really bad. I mean, 18 points. He's only averaging 8 assists. So it's like on this team, Trae Young should average like 12 assists. If you're not going to score, you should average at least like 12 assists, in my opinion. He should be like that. That should be easy for him. 82% from the free throw, but he's like, look at this. He's shooting 20% from 3, 19% from 3 is crazy. That's just like, that is unbelievable for Trae Young. His 3 ball is supposed to be like his most valuable asset on the offensive side of the ball, and he's shooting 19%, and he's shooting 37% from the field. That is horrible. Like, there's nothing really more to say about it. That's absolutely terrible. And as the best player on this team, as the leader of this team, it can't be that bad. It has to get better. I know he just went out with an injury against the Nets yesterday, and that Nets game really is what sparked in me to talk about this team, because obviously they haven't been good to start the season. But yeah, I know they beat the Nets, but they struggled against the Nets, and without Trae Young, they should still be able to dominate that team. Like, they should beat that team by 15, 20 points. So, and they were just letting the Nets stay in the game. The Nets looked like they had a chance to come and take it away from them. It should never be like that. And I mean, Jalen Johnson's been really good to start the season, but I think Jalen Johnson is the best player on the team, in my opinion. I just don't think Trae Young is that great. I mean, I know Jalen Johnson is not hitting his threes, but he's doing everything else. You know, he's averaging 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal or 1.5 steals, 20 points. If I'm a Hawks fan, I really would rather just trade Trae Young for whatever we can get for like his value, and I'm building around everybody else. I don't know if Trae Young is really a winning player at all. To me, he just doesn't look good. And if I'm a Hawks fan, if I'm part of the Hawks front office, I'm sick of it. I'm getting rid of him, and I get maybe that's a little bit harsh, but he doesn't seem like he's gonna ever be like at the level where he can really help a team win a championship. I think whatever team he's on, they could be like solid. There might be like, maybe one every now and then they might get to like a decently high seed, but I don't think. I going into the season, I thought that this team was built perfect around Trae Young. I thought they were going to have enough spacing, because a lot of these players, they might not be the best 3-point shooters in the world, but they can shoot, and they have so much size that I thought it would make up at least a little bit for how bad of a defender Trae Young is. But it's just looked terrible on both sides of the ball, and there's pretty much no reason. There's nothing that they are really good at. So I'm gonna be honest. 5 games into the season, I'm already sick of the Atlanta Hawks. I think it's like crazy to me that they're this terrible. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild to me. I just feel like they gotta. I mean, I don't think they can't figure it out at some point in the season, but it just looks really, really bad. And I feel bad for Hawks fans, because I know they had a lot of expectations coming into the season. So yeah, I know they had a lot of expectations. I would have been really mad. I'm a Pistons fan. I root for the Warriors too, and I've experienced a lot of seasons like this, so I feel bad for them. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Hawks a little bit. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do an Orlando Magic video separately. Probably tomorrow. Because I think, do they play today? I want to see. They do. They play the Hornets today. That would be a pretty good game for me to see if they can handle or they can take care of the Hornets. Then I don't know. I don't think it really matters that much, but I'm gonna wait for after that game and probably make that Orlando Magic video tomorrow. Um, but yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, and tell me what you guys think about the Hawks. Any opinions? I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about the Hawks. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.